Stock market recap. Today is Tuesday, March 26, 2024. The indexes were red overall. Bitcoin was up 0.34%, just a little over 70,000. Also, the IWM index, which is the Russell 2000, ended down about 0.18%, which was less than the NASDAQ, so that hung in there decent. Some big stocks that were moving: Krispy Kreme Donuts, ticker symbol DNUT. They announced their partnership with McDonald's to sell their donuts nationwide, so it was up 40%. And this has a high short interest. And what's crazy is I can see this stock continuing to go up because it's 16 days for shorts to cover right now. Okay, that's a long time. So this could be a good short squeeze candidate. Okay. Also, Truth Social, we know Donald DJT, right? Donald J. Trump's initials, right? This company just went public today and it shot up. It was up 59% at one point, ended up about 22% up. But this is another one that's, could be a meme stock. Could be the new one. GameStop actually fell in after hours after missing earnings. And maybe this takes over as that. Krispy Kreme's, also Reddit, right? ALAB. Those are four stocks that, just could be meme or, short squeeze candidates. So I just wanted to point that out if you're interested in those. But remember, those are high risk. So if you don't want to risk losing big, you got to set tight stop losses with those because they're very volatile. They can swing all over the place. So just know that ahead of time, okay? And then also, just so you know, GDP is on Thursday this week. And then this is what's crazy. The markets are closed on Friday, but we have the PCE inflation report and Powell speaking. And there's nothing you can do, obviously, to sell stock. So I wonder if people will sell before on Thursday, or if, again, these reports come in bad, if there will be heavy selling when markets reopen, next Monday. So just know that the stock market is closed Friday. So that's going to cause probably some volatility on Thursday and then also Monday when we return. Okay. Let's see. Also, Tesla was up today because of their full self-driving. They're rolling out free 1-month trials, which I think makes sense. So people can test it, fall in love with it, and then obviously buy it, right? So that's a good move by Tesla. So we'll see if that's enough to keep the rally going, okay? And then also, we did have a red day overall. A lot of stocks were in the red. You got to be able to handle those days like we've talked about. But I wonder, a lot of these traders out there have gotten so used to stocks going straight up since December. So I'm wondering who will get shaken out if for some reason down the road we do go through a 5-day pullback. Remember, you got to see the big picture with interest rate cuts down the road. But people will say they're going long, but when things get hairy, right, when the market's going down, that's when it really tests you, right, to see if you can hold. So again, if you are buying these small cap AI stocks, remember, you need to be prepared for volatility. You need to be prepared if it goes down 10% to be okay with that and be able to dollar cost average more into those for when interest rate cuts happen later. Okay, so I want to make sure you know that. It's not like it's not going to be flying higher anytime soon with inflation reports, still showing, hotter than expected inflation. Obviously, we saw that with PPI and CPI right last week. And now we have the PCE inflation report. Hopefully that can come in later, but we may have a few reports that do show hotter than expected, but you can't let that throw you off the game plan, right, of waiting for these interest rate cuts as long as it will happen. Patience will pay off, okay? And so just remember that, guys, okay? Be able to handle the dips along the way, okay? And don't get shaken out when you see negative news, because obviously, every news outlet's going to be covering that, right? If the PCE inflation report comes in hot, they're going to say, oh my gosh, CPI, PPI, that came in hot. Now this is, oh my gosh, inflation's going to stay higher for longer. It's going to scare people out of the stock market. But remember, that's going to be an excellent opportunity if there is another dip to add more again to these small cap stocks that will benefit with interest rate cuts. So keep seeing the big picture, no matter what you see in the news, what you hear, okay? And like I said, you'll come out nice on the other end. Of course, only put in what you can afford to lose still, okay? As you know, you don't need to bet the farm like we talked about. But anyways, that's a little bit of a stock market recap today for Tuesday, March 26th. Have a good night, guys.